Morning. I'm gonna get credit for my workout today. Mixed cardio. Okay. Okay, we'll wait for everybody else to get into class. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. Okay, while we're waiting for everybody to get logged in, you see I have 2 chairs, which is different than usual. And then I have all my weights. I even have a pair of canned beans and a variety of tubing. And I have my water. Maybe I should clear my throat. So, no cardio today. No dancing, no jumping, none of that. We will do a warm up and we will do a cool down. But in lieu of that, we're gonna build a bench. So what you're gonna need is 2 chairs or 2 footstools or 2 something. But yes, you can do the floor. But this is for people who don't wanna go to the floor. So if you have a mat or a towel and you want to use the floor, we'll be doing the floor. You still need at least 1 chair, but 2 chairs might be better. Countertops, because we're going to do push-ups. So over there I have a table, and that's a little higher. I can use the chairs, but sometimes you see how they round. It makes your wrist not great. Could use the floor. If you wanted to be on your knees, and you can do a wall. So we'll be doing some push-ups. And I don't know did we do something on Tuesday or was it my class yesterday? But feel my triceps today. So let me give you a few seconds to get 2 chairs or 2 something, and then I'll go show you how we're gonna lay on it. So if you may need a pillow as well, watch. So let's turn this one this way. And mine won't be against the wall, so that when you lay down, you can do your work this way, and I have the can of beans in case I wanted to put my feet underneath it. So, let me just leave that this way. Okay, we got some other people joining us. So you saw I turned 1 chair, because if I just lay on it this way, there's no place for me to fly into. So you could do it on the floor, like I said, or you can make a bench. So it depends on your dining room chair. You can't use a chair with arms on it. That just won't work. All right, I have some background music. We should warm up. Okay, let's march. Let me lower the camera down so you can see what my feet are doing. So hold on. There you go. You're okay. March wide. March narrow. Wide. Narrow. Wide and narrow. So as you're marching, reminders about posture. Belly is in, chest is up, shoulders are relaxed, elbows are bent and pumping. So waking up my hips, stepping astride. Tap your right heel and your left heel forward. So this is opposition. Sometimes people do the same side. That just seems weird to me. Well, we don't have to argue about it. Tap your toe forward. Arms push back. So we're getting all warmed up. 3 more, then go to a march. 1, 2, march. Step wide. Narrow with your left, wide, narrow, out, out, in. It's just a march. You're marching, but you're stepping wide and narrow, waking up those hips. your left toe back. Tap your left toe. Now, remember when the foot goes back, so I don't end up pitching into my back, I lean a little forward, zip my zipper, try and extend the leg straight. So rather than just bent knee, straight leg. Squeeze your twitch. Make it a reverse lunge. Start with your left foot. So remember, ball of the foot. Remember, you can make front knee bent, back leg straight, or you can bend both knees, or you can hold your arms to the side. It's just a warm-up. We're going to prepare the body, upper and lower, for the fun we're going to have today. Boy, I got up early. 5:45, lawnmower guy, tractor lawnmower guy came coming. Okay, I'm up. Now let's hold. So I have my foot back. I'm gonna drop the heel, lift the heel with my knee bent. Drop the heel, bend the knee. Straighten the elbows, bend the elbows. Hold the heel up. Take the hands and kind of press those hips forward a little more so they were here. Now they go here, and then lift up your chest. You want to feel the opening of that back leg. Lean forward, switch your other leg back. So straighten the leg, bend the knee. Roll up on the ball of the foot. Same arms, but alternating. So that means one arm's going straight, while the other is bending. It's a pretty natural move. Belly in, chest up. Right now you're saying, how's your knee feeling? Hold that back knee bent. Bring the hands to your side. Push the hips forward, and then lift up your chest so you feel this. Step up. Right foot does a lateral lunge. So I step out. This knee bends. Both toes are forward. Both hands go on that right leg. From the side, this looks what I did. My knee, I've got support for my back. Your neck just as far forward until you feel low pull on that straight leg, inner thigh. All right, now we go the other side. You don't need to step out. Both toes are forward. Hips go back. Feel this. As you come up, we do hamstring stretch. So I've got a little footstool here if I wanted to elevate it, or you could put it here so that you... So have you ever got a cramp in your hamstring when you were kicking the covers off? I did that 2 nights ago. I was laying on my stomach. It was hot here. So I just went to kick off the covers. Oh my God, I got a hamstring cramp. Switch legs. What was that kind of soap they said you need to put? Is it Lifebuoy or Dial? You need to put something in your bed to prevent cramps. Well, there was one soap for cramps, and then there was a different soap for keeping deer out of your garden. All right, side stretch. So the goal is to straighten the elbow. Hand here. Other side. So many of the moves today we're going to do have no weights, then we'll add weights. So let's make that the first one. So I'm going to face sideways. You can face me. It won't matter which leg. We'll do the other leg shortly after. You have one foot in front, one behind, not on a tightrope at the hip distance. We've done this before. As I shift forward, the arms go outward and upward, not over my head. When I come down, my elbows try and touch, low in my back. Never happens. So I go up, and I pull down. Raising the back heel, lowering. Let's go faster. So when you don't have tools in your hands, like bands, weights, you can be a little more mindful of what the muscles are doing so that when you do load up, you keep that good form that you're training your body to do. 4 more. Now in between, I'm going to do a hinge with my feet apart, knees bent, and hinge over. So it's like a squat, belly in. My arms drop. So you can either have the palms in, some people like the palms back, so the elbows lift. Or it could be here. Now you can imagine if there's weights in your hand while you do this one, how much load there is on your low back. So to keep that back protected, just zip your zipper in the front. Last 4. All right, so now I'm going to do that first one on the other leg. Which leg did you have in front? I have what would look to you to be the left. Now I'm going to go to the right. So with my knee bent, I raise the back heel and pull. So you're making a diagonal line, correct? And you breathe. Last 8. Last 4. And rest. Okay, tubing. So I have one with the handles. If you don't have one with the handles, don't wrap it around your hands, just hold it. So I have the handles, and now I get the band as well. Boy, this is getting dirty. You should always inspect your tools every now and then, make sure they're in good order, right? So I have this. So back on my first side, looks like the left leg. Now if this is too easy by holding here, then I get closer, choke up. Okay, so I lean forward and I pull. Okay, so this one foot or 2. So here's 1 foot. This is this. Here's 2 feet. This is the same thing. So I said you could do the palms together or the palms back. Ooh. Last 8. Zip your zipper. Slack the tubing before you step off. Duh. Once again, grab the tubing, such, and we do the other side. Shifting forward, pulling down. Last 8. and rest. Okay, nothing, nothing. Okay, for hips, let's rest those shoulders. Water, go ahead if you need water. So I'm not going to use a chair or a counter, but if you need to get a little support, warming up my hips before I put any resistance. Zipper, lift up. Toes are pointing forward, not toes pointing up. Different animal. So if you need to hold on to something, hold on to something. Hold on to something. Last 8. Stand on the other leg. Remember to lift up tall out of that standing leg and lift your other leg. The toes are forward, not the toes are up. Abduction. You breathe. 8 more. How's that standing leg feeling? Okay. Ooh, ooh. Time for resistance. Now this one, we're just going to put weights against our legs. And you could just have one, or you could get 2, so whatever. All right. I picked up the big one. I'm back on my first leg. My hand rests against my thigh. Last 8. Ooh. All right, switch your weight to the other. Unless you picked up 2, then you just are already there. Stand up tall. So my hand is resting against my thigh on my standing leg. 8, 4, and rest. Oh man, I felt that, did you? Now this one may push your heart rate. Again, no weights. This is a walk and a reach. So as I take my 1, 2, I step in 3 for my lateral lunge, brace with the same hand as leg that's bending, and reach down toward my ankle, looking up, not rounding my back. As I come up, I have to shift my weight into this leg. So I go 1, 2, lateral lunge. That means this knee's bent, this leg's straight. Brace, and then reach toward the ankle. When you come up, you have to shift into this leg so you can take a step with that leg. Let me show you. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Keep your chin up, look forward. So I'm able to access the floor, but you be you. Now we did an earlier stretch that should make this available, but there can be restrictions. That might be your knee or your back that doesn't really care for this, so you could go a little higher. So I'm going to do one more at this pace. I'm going to go a little faster. You don't have to, but here I go. Look up. Last 4, or 2 if you're doing the slower pace. Okay, walk around. That should have driven your heart rate a little. Water. Okay. One weight, a of two different sizes. And just have it nearby or grab it later. The pattern. So you have a lightweight and a heavyweight. So you're gonna lift and then you're gonna lift. And we can probably do this okay without a weight in my hand. When you work asymmetrically, your body struggles a bit. So here's what it looks like. And remember, over the head shoulder press is not really over the head. It's a little in front, more practical. If you say, not gonna happen today, that's okay. What you do is tap the toe with the intention. That way you're still standing on one leg. Lifting the leg is just that extra. But you can tap the toe or just lift the foot and work on your balance. Okay, two weights of different size. Sissy, different size. Guy, I shouldn't have worn blue today. Everything just melds into me. Two different sizes. Doesn't matter which one is in, I will tell you to switch in a moment. Okay, get nice and strong. And as you stand here, isn't it awkward? I just feel like I'm going like this. So pull up. Let's all start the tap. So that's one side. Oh, I was gonna do the tap, my bad. So there's the tap, and then there's the tap. Okay, let's do one set of 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, don't fall. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're gonna stand with your feet apart. This is the deadlift, asymmetrical weight. Deadlift is not bending and straightening the legs, that's a squat. This one's pulling a juniper out of the ground. Your weights are the juniper. As you go down, you pull it out so your elbows are straight and you come all the way up, kind of pressing through the pelvis. This is back work, not how far over that you go. Okay, here we go. 2 count down, 2 count up. 2 count down, 2 count up. I will do the other side, switching the weights in a moment. So that is a true story about me and the juniper in Kansas City. Wasn't a fan of junipers, but boy, do they have a root system. And I just kept digging and pulling and digging and pulling, and I ended up at the doctor's office with back issues. I'll do 4 more. 3 more. That was about 20 years ago. 2 more. Last one. All right, so however you can switch the weights, I'm gonna maybe set them down, show you. This goes here, this comes here. Okay, now I have the heavier weight in the other arm. I go back to this one. Let's try it with just a touch of the toe. It's a little different, isn't it? Okay, so we're gonna do 8 of these, so in total we've done 16. Here we go. 1, 2 more. And to the deadlift. Feet wide, 2 count down. Pull it out. Ooh. Four more. We're going to repeat this. Going back to the first side. Last 2. Pull out. Don't let those elbows bend. Okay, switch your weights. Big boys in my left hand again. Okay, so if you tap the toe before, consider trying to lift the foot this time. Only gonna do 8. On your mark, get set, go. 2 count down, chin up. 2 count pull up. 5. Squeeze your bump. 4. 3. Elbows straight. 2. Don't have to go that low. Okay, switch your weights, last time. Big weight for me is in my right hand. Zip your zipper. Okay, here we go. Doesn't matter which arm. Last one. Deadlift. Up. Straight leg, straight arm. Now the legs straight, I mean a little softness in your knees, but they do not bend and straighten. 2 more. Ugh. The last one. You can set your weights down. How you doing? Okay, you're gonna need the back of the chair. Back of the chair? Yeah, back of the chair. So get some water if you need to. I'm gonna roll this thing out here like this. This one we've done. It's really good at a counter. I think I've told you I do this one when I travel. Like when I go in the bathroom, I hold on to the counter and I do these one-legged squats. Glutes, quads, core. Light touch. Not grabbing, light touch. So depending on your knee, you push the hips way back. Let me do it on this side. And your knee doesn't bend. Can you see my knee? There you go. Can't see. The knee will bend to here. So different from the deadlift, the knee bends and straightens. Take care that when the knee bends, it's not shooting out over the foot. That's because you push your hips back, then the knee will bend more safely. So we do one leg, and you go as low as you can without pain. I'll do my bad leg first. My leg that I'm rehabbing, I shouldn't call it bad. Here I go. That's 4 down. Going down, I have my foot on my ankle. You could put it further back if you wanted. 2 more at this speed. Keep your chin up. Don't rush me. 1 more time this speed, then I'll go faster. All right, now I'm going to go down and up. Here we go. Head up. Light touch. So I'm going to hold it down for 3 pulses, then I'll come up and squeeze my bum. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, alley-oop. Up. Oh, do you feel your glute? 2 more. Last one. And up. Oh. Now, if you didn't feel that, what were you doing? Put that coffee or tea down and get up and let's do this. Other leg. We do it slowly. So as you do it slowly, you can get all your parameters met. So you're doing it well, then we'll go faster. Ooh, my heart rate went up a little. Okay, so here I go. And then coming up. Going down again. Okay, I got mine. You ready to go? Hit it. Head up. Keep that weight back in your heel. Light touch. I lost track. 4 more? I'm not good at counting. Oh, that feels about right. Whew. And I was gonna do that with holding weights. I'm really glad I didn't. All right, so I'm gonna use my bench. I don't need the long bench. I can use the seat of the chair as I go through my rows. Can use the back of the chair, modifying the bend over. Grab a weight. So I'm going on the lighter side for this one, because when I do the rows, that's fine. It's when I get to the kickbacks that my shoulder might object. So we know this one. We just did this, and then we go this, and then we go this, and then finally this. Because we're not using a heavy weight, we're not going to do it without the weight. Back of the chair, I'm going to use the seat of the chair. Now the bonus is that the leg you're standing on carries all your weight, that you're not equal on both legs and doing the work here, that you put all the weight on the front leg and just touch your toe. Why? Your southern cheeks. Okay, here we go. And we row. Add the kickback. Be mechanical, be exact. Now just the kickbacks. Oh my bum. Chin up. Okay, the last one, the elbow is straight and you lift it up. 8. 4, 3, 2, get yourself up, check your blood pressure. If you were low, switch the weight, other side. Here, 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 or here. Square your shoulders, belly in. Let's do this. Now I'm going to add the kick back to the row. Kick back, to the row. Oh boy, I love it when my triceps are sore. Reminds you you did something. I just don't remember what it was. I got 2 more, belly tight. Okay, now just the kickback. It goes out only to your pocket. Leave it straight and lift it up. 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're down. Whew. Okay, we're gonna set up a bench. So, I do this. You can go to the floor if you want. And then I want my weight so I don't have to keep getting up and down. Nearby. I could use the heavy ones, I think I'll not. But here are my light ones in case I need to drop down. Now, if when you're laying down, you feel that that makes you a little dizzy, put a pillow and keep your eyes on the horizon rather than looking up. So we're not going to do any weights. We'll go through the moves first, of which there are 2. So it's a chest press, a push-up, which we have yet to get to. So it's this. So you see your elbows will be down on the floor. You can either bring your thumbs together or you can bring your palms together. The second one is the fly. Now the elbows are not straight, they're not bent, they're kind of a curve, like a ballet curve. And that one is straight out. And when you do this on a bench, as opposed to doing it on the floor, when you open and fly your arms out, you can go a little lower, which is okay, but you just have to be mindful because the weights will be pulling the shoulder. If you're on the floor, you can't go any lower than the floor, duh. So, and you come to the fullest part of your chest. So when you make that letter T, that I sometimes see with people inadvertently, is a V. So don't come at the high side of the neck, go straight out to the side. No weights, let's give it a try. You can be on the floor. I'm going to be on the bench. Now let's see how I fit. So I'm up at the end, don't want to bump my head. Hello. Now my feet are comfortable, they need to be on the floor. If you thought your feet were up too high, you know what you could do is take your weights or your can of beans, put them under your feet, it will help raise the floor. Okay, let's do this. Okay, see this way? I needed the chair here so I could get my elbows like this. Right now I'm just learning where are my parameters and where the heck is that chair. I'm going to scoot it out a little bit. If you prefer to raise your feet up and do it this way, I would say that's okay. And when I'm doing this, I notice there's a little protrusion in my chest. And I can go at this faster pace because I don't have any weights in. Now leave your arms up and above the chest, not over your head, not over your upper chest, over the wide part of your chest. Keep your abdominal wall tight, and again, if you need to put your feet up, you can, or put them on something. So now I open. Now here's where, see, my arms are going a little bit lower. So see where that range of motion is for you that feels safe. Then when we have our weights, we're going to hold them out to the side and just lift. Remember, the elbows a little bent, not bent much, not straight locked. Now as I bring the arms up, I can bring a knee up, and as I hold on to that leg and push the leg down and hold on, it pulls me up, kind of, sort of. Check your blood pressure. I came up so I could get my weights. You good? So when you're on the floor, the feet can be with knees bent on the floor, or you can lift your knees up, as I was showing. Let me just show you how I can elevate the floor with my can of beans. So where were my feet? My feet were about here. So I just elevate the feet on the beams, and that way I may have a little better alignment. Where are my weights? Where's the other way? So you can have the legs elevated or not, elbows to the side. So my palms are facing up. I'm okay if you have the palms facing in. So they go up. You can either have the ends of the dumbbell come together and kiss, or you can turn so the two ends come together and kiss. Then open back out. So take a few slow. Now that you have something heavier in your hands, it might feel a little awkward. You can always put your feet up, or 1 foot up. So I've slowed the pace from what I had without weights. And if you think it's better to go without the weights, you could be going faster than me. Careful you're not going over your neck. 4, 3, 2, you're gonna hold the weights together, ends of the dumbbells touching. Anchor your shoulders, give support. All right, check it out. See how wide you can. Open. And come back up. So you can stop not very far down. That'd be fine. Certainly safer, right? Or you could go a little further down. If you're on the floor, you should not feel or hear the weights touching the floor. I'll feel this tomorrow. Hopefully I can hold the steering wheel. All right, I'm gonna hold the weights to the side and lift. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna fold the arms in. Now you can use those weights. If you put the weights out there, they may pull you up. I don't know. You may want to set your weights down on the floor. Take my feet off the beams. There we go. All right, so we're gonna do a sit-up. If you're on the floor, you do not have to go all the way up. I'm gonna set my weights down in front of me here. So this is like a bench that I could lay down on. So I am gonna roll down this bench with my arms in front, rolling down ever so mindfully. Now when my arms go back, the back of the chair is gonna be there. That's as far as you need to go anyway. You don't need to go all the way back. So if you just hit the back of the chair, that's fine. Now to help you come up, you're gonna imagine you're holding a pillow between the legs as the arms come forward. They don't jerk you up. They reach up, you look, and you see if you can roll yourself up. That may not be something in your vocab. That may be something you say, I can't do that, I don't like how it feels. But let me show you for those who will and want to do this. You roll yourself down. And then you squeeze your legs together and roll yourself up, nice and slow. That may not be your thing. So let me show you a fudge or a workaround. Once you get down, which is probably not a problem, you're gonna lift up and then grab the back of the leg. And as we did earlier, if you hold onto the leg, it will help you to come up, kind of, sort of. And if you don't want to do this one, you can either do here, or you can do as we usually do, a hinge. Now, if you're on the floor, I'm going to suggest your legs go straight. This would be Pilates. And you squeeze your legs together. And you don't let the arms flop back on the floor. You do the same thing. Reach the arms forward and just imagine that you're being pulled up and then roll back down. If you have a better one to do for you that perhaps I or someone else have instructed you, you get to do that. All right. Here we go, about 10 of them. Here's one, nice and smooth. No jerking. My chair's moving because I'm on a hardwood floor. Couple more. Last one. Everybody's gonna stay up. And rest. So from the floor, or laying down on our fake bench, I'm going to extend my legs out. I can hold on to the back of the chair. I can hold underneath the chair. Let me show you. And I'll show you the easiest option first. If you're on the floor, you do the same thing, you just don't have anything to hold on to, so you might want to put your hands behind your head. So I'm down, I bring my knees up. So here's the back of the chair. I can hold on to that. Then you see my leg is going out, and then my other leg is going out. It's not a bicycle, it's one leg pushing, coming back, then the other leg pushing. All the while I'm holding my abdominal wall downward, so I'm not arching my back, I'm pressing in. If you feel that, well, I could do that pretty easy, then you go a little lower. And you can do this from the floor. The only difference is you'll have your head up here and you'll be either on the low side or the high side. Okay, here we go, about 20. That's 10, in case you were wondering. Go higher if you need to. Okay, you can put your feet down and stretch, which would be a nice rest. Or if you felt like it's time for you to sit up, you can sit yourself up. All right, next one, you have some options to be on the floor if you're already down there, and you can be on your hands and knees. That's one option. You can be on the chair, but make sure you don't have any of your weights around to get messed up with. Or you can stand up and hold the back of the chair. This is bird dog. So if you're on the floor, let's say I'm all the way down here. Opposite arm, opposite leg. If I'm on the chair, opposite arm, opposite leg, there's a bit of a risk. If I wanted to drape over the chair, as we have done before, opposite arm, opposite leg. So each one has its own benefits, so really there is no bad option. My only concern is if you're doing this one, be careful because you're only standing on one leg, and if you lose your balance, so if your balance is feeling good, like when you did this one, you were good, maybe you do that one. So whichever one you want to do, get in your position, and we go. Switch legs. Switch legs, opposite arm, opposite leg. So what you're doing is some back work here. Last 4. Lift that leg. Last 2. Last 1. Okay, my friends, it's come to push-ups. So if you're on the floor, you could do them on the floor. You could do them from your knees. Your hips are not too high. You could do them on a counter. I think that's great. It's a good workout. Kitchen counters, bathroom counters, they're all really good. You could do the wall. Just remember the arms are down so they're not up here. And then I'm going to show with 2 chairs, which I would say isn't great because you see this is not an even surface. It's kind of rounded. So if I put my 2 chairs together, live in my deck chairs, I can now do this. And if I don't like my palms, I could be on knuckles. Now, if I can manage this without my chairs moving and going down and up, or if I had my palms flat and going down and up, if that felt a bit much, I could put 1 foot forward a little. I'm still doing a push-up. I just have a little help with my leg. So if that one feels awkward, so if you ever do TRX and you have the bands, it's hard to do this because your arms shake. But if you put one foot forward, you're still getting a push with your arms. You just have that foot there to help support your midsection. Now, if I did the wall, arms are not straight up from my chest, they're going to be lower. And my base goes in. Over here is a chair, but the table is right behind it. So you can kind of see my legs, and I do here. I like this one because I can get a more full range of motion. On the chair, not so much. If you wanted to go to the floor, don't wait for me. So, everybody doing their push-up. See if you could do about 5 or 10. Okay, did you do them? All right, let's do stretching. Let me come and stand by the side of one chair. I'm going to move my toys out of the way. All right, stand by the side of your chair. Either mimic me or do the other side. Arm side. Lean over, come back. So we call this dynamic stretching as opposed to static stretching. Let the arm come around in front. Outside leg comes above your standing knee. You've got this chair, hips go back. If you look at this and say, oh, balance isn't great today, you hop down in the chair and you do this one. You know, I have the other chair back here. I guess I could just sit down in that chair. Okay, if you were sitting, stand up. Whichever leg was crossed in front, it goes behind you. Calf stretch. So if you can, take the leg behind you, grab the foot, bring the heel to the bum. Knee is not in front, it's up here. If this one doesn't suit you, you plop down in that chair sideways. The leg that was back is here, and then you lean back. Quad stretch. Okay, let's go to the other side. Okay, here we're swaying over. So take note how my arm comes close to my face. Here's where it circles around in front. One more. Open the outside leg if you're standing. Take that ankle above the standing knee and put the hips back. This is what it looks like from the side. Again, if that doesn't suit you, there's always this one. Very helpful for a thing called the piriformis, so that if you have sciatic issues, this can help realign where the nerves ought to be. Because, you know, things change in our body, and then next thing you know, happens to pregnant women all the time, but, you know, after they have the baby, things usually go back. All right, If you're sitting, come up and stand, whichever leg you were stretching the hip of. Now, stretch the calf. You should be noticing that your heart rate is starting to come down. I did get sweaty today. Okay, back of the chair, we do our downward dog. Hips back, feet stay, arms keep going. So this should help access your triceps and all further down the sides of your body. Now my legs are straight, so I'm getting a bit of hamstring as well. My head is not drooping below my arms, it's between my arms. Feel that you're pointing your tailbone upward rather than having it rounded, so instead of here, you may need to bend your knees to get that. Bend your knees, walk your feet forward. Let's go ahead and take a seat facing one another, if you would, or even if you wouldn't. Take a seat. I've been telling my mom she needs to sit more like Grace Kelly, because she's been plopping. So if you don't use those muscles, then when you want to use them, she sat down on a chair that was too hard, and she was surprised because she's used to her chair at home that's soft. So when she sits down, she kind of plops. I know a lot of men that do that. All right, so I'm going to sit nice and tall, and I'm going to make my body move in a circle. Going forward. So sitting and standing like we do in our life, any chair, any sofa, always feel like you're sitting like Grace Kelly. Unless you're a guy and you don't want to sit like Grace Kelly, let's go the other way, then you can sit like Fred Astaire with a little style. And you're checking in with your breathing. So I like sitting in a chair because it gives me the opportunity to correct my posture. You know, we sit and then gravity, and then next thing we're down like this. So what will happen is if you find the back edges, the low part of the chair, hold on, and then straighten your elbows, it straightens you up lovely. If you have some compression issues in your back and you do this, you may notice it's just so much better. So you've lifted the ribs off of the hips instead of gravity dropping them down, plunging into your low back. It should feel better. All right, as you take the arms and grab hold of one leg, ankle circles. Set the foot down, reestablish nice lifted spine. Lean back, grab the other, circle the ankle. Now when you get up out of the chair, try not to use your hands, though you know some days you may need to. Try and rise, nice and graceful. Arms go all the way up and all the way down. One more, all the way up. Take a nice deep breath, access that parasympathetic nervous system. Roll the shoulders around. So I'm going to applaud you. Thank you for staying all the way through your class and getting all the benefits. It was a little different today, so feel free to let me know if it was a thumbs up or maybe not. So Tuesday, we'll be doing it from back in Washington. So we will meet up then, and maybe I'll get to see you all sooner than later. Bye.